Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for October. This is going to be a general reading. Obviously, if something comes up in relation to, in relation to romance, then I'll read it in that context. But essentially, if it's, work, love, whatever, I'll read it in the relevant context, basically. So let's just have a look and get into it for you. So what's coming as an overall energy? What's the overall energy that my Scorpios need to embody, or that will be in and of around them for the month of October? Let's take that one. Okay. I gasped then, really, but to be fair, we need to put the card into context before we jump to any conclusions. So let's have a look at what else is going on for you guys, Scorps. Okay, just so you're aware as well, is that this is like a mini kind of Celtic cross, because obviously there's relevant time restraints that I need to apply it, and obviously, I've got to get the videos out. So in the future we may go a little bit more in depth with these, but we'll see how it goes for the time being. Essentially, this is just how I'm reading, so it is what it is. I think it'll give us enough of what we need to know as a general overview of the month of October regardless. So let's get into it. Okay. So Scorps, what we've got here obviously is an overview of the month of October. It's not the best card to start with. It's the Three of Swords. It's pretty self-evident really in terms of what it is, but how it relates is what we're going to get into now. So let's just have a little look at where we are. Right, okay. All right, okay. And just like that, the reading can just change. See, you can start off on such a negative note and like, so I apologise for my little gasp there really, but obviously I ought to do better, because things obviously can just develop and go so different. So let's have a look at this anyway. So at the core of it, we've got the Devil. Now the Devil is Major Arcana for Capricorn, so you could well be dealing with one. I'm reading for thousands of people. The chances are you probably are. But it's a card of bondage. It's a card of mental, physical, addictions, etc. I'm pretty sure that you know what the generic basis of it is. It's not the best card to have in a position of where you currently are, but maybe you're feeling this way right now, because what is the overall card for you, and definitely what's crowning you, is the Three of Swords. So there could be some kind of sense of feeling quite bound by the pain that you feel. And I mean, my Scorpios are quite emotional. You do tend to, rivers run very deep with you guys, and that's a beautiful thing. But in a lot of ways, it as tough as you guys can be, and I definitely say you're the toughest of the three of the, the water signs. I would say that, rivers run deep and these wounds are deep. So I don't know if someone's really hurt you, or whether, as an overall energy, it's still hanging about you, but it's got you in a negative place. And it's not really the best place to be. What's crossing you is the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is the energy that's causing a bit of a blockage. So it could have even just been information that's come on. It could be something that you've seen, although I tend to view the Page of Swords as the spy card, and then the visual kind of the kind of spying, kind of like seeing things and gathering information. But the page is information coming to you. So this could have been information that's come to you that's caused this overwhelming sense of pain for you, really. And irrespective of how positive the rest of the month seems to be right now, I know with you guys that rivers runs deep and you don't let things go very easily. So I don't know if someone's either really pissed you off or really betrayed you, but you're still sitting in the energy and it's toxic to you, and you need to get out of that, definitely. Even though Scorpios tend to sit with the dark side of things quite well, because you are the darker side of the water side, and I don't mean that in a negative way. You just are, naturally, that is your kin. You are quite, when it comes to energy, you are death and rebirth. When you think of the death card and things like that, it's the connotations of Scorpio. You are the occult, the things that are hidden. You're of that energy. So while others may be quite devastated by this energy, you might be fine with it lingering for the time being, but the point is it's lingering, and irrespective of how much more you can cope with it than others, I would suggest that obviously we break out of this, definitely. So let's have a little look at what's in the past. So in the past we've had an offer here. Now it's a bit of a small offer, to be honest with you. It could be an offer in relation to love, and obviously I'm reading this now in as a romantic context, definitely, because of the cards that are before me. So, you know, it could be an offer that you've made to somebody, and it could even be a rejection, or it could just be that somebody has just not really took you up on it and it's caused a lot of pain, or that you have rejected that offer and it's caused the person pain. But this is primarily a reason for you, Scorp. So I need to go with the energy that I'm feeling that is for you, as opposed to the person around you. Okay, so I'm seeing this as a as a rejection, a form of rejection that you've gone through. You know, someone's either shit on you or really hurt you, or, you know, as just your offer's not being accepted, it's not been received, or someone has just betrayed you, full stop, and someone you obviously very much care about. So it's a case of you being sat in this energy, and, you know, it's coming, this energy's coming via this method. So I'm seeing it. The pages are messengers for me, they just are. So page of wands is generally tends to be via commerce, or, you know, the internet or something like that, as is the swords, to be honest, but the page of wands in particular. So it could be that you've even seen something online, you know, you've made an offer to somebody, or someone's just declined it, and you've seen something you've just not liked, but this energy is strong around you, and it's around you for the month of October. So, you know, we need to work on getting that out there, getting that kind of, that sense of feeling bound to this pain, you know, getting that left behind, basically, because I'm feeling that pretty strong. You know, and then in the future we've got a fantastic card. I love this card so much. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So it's just fate's turning, things changing. You know, you're feeling like this now, and this energy is kind of overhanging, but you know what, there's going to be such a positive spin on it, pardon the pun, but there literally will be, with the Wheel of Fortune here. So, you know, you've got more positive things to come in your hopes and your fears. I mean, we've got the Emperor here, so it could even have been from an Emperor. You know, you could have made an offer. This could be your Emperor. This could be somebody who holds authority in your life, an authoritative figure, you know, someone you put on a pedestal and someone you highly regard. And I would say, for the pain to be this bad, then, you know, because this is cutting deep at the end of the day, this is feeling the pain, you know. So it could be, you know, someone, your Emperor, someone has done something, you've seen something that you just haven't liked, and it's just got you sat in this energy. And, you know, your hope is that, you know, this person comes back to you in some fashion or some way, or even it could be that you don't want them to. But I think the best thing to do is go with the cards of advice here, which is to just stand astute, stay in your power. I wouldn't give in to anything toxic. I would definitely work my way out of this if you possibly can. Okay, you've got so many positive cards here coming in the future. You know, you've got your Wheel of Fortune, and if this person is your Emperor, irrespective of them hurting you, you know, then they've got some making up to do, in my view. Definitely, you need to keep your boundaries, you need to remain staunch, and you need to stick to your values, because for me the Hierophant is about values. It's a Taurus, incidentally, as well, and funny enough, the Emperor for me is a Taurus, although it can represent Aries. I feel strongly like there's a Taurian energy here, because of these two cards together reads as Taurus for me. So I think, you know, you just need to keep, as an energy, if this energy is something you need to embody, because it is an advice for you, Scorp, I think that you need to sit in your own power and keep your boundaries up, and make sure that those boundaries don't get crossed, and that your values do not get compromised. Because when people go and pull stupid shit like this on us, this is not a time to be allowing, you know, your boundaries or your values to be compromised in any way. You know, getting people to appreciate, you know, us as people, to value us, is when we value ourselves, and we only do that when we sit on our own power. And Scorpio, I've got no doubt you will do that. But in your outcome, we have got the Two of Cups. So this is union, this is seeing eye to eye again. So whatever this has been in the past that's caused this level of pain, and obviously led to you being sat in this level of toxicity, because even if it's just emotional toxicity, it's negative emotion is toxic, and it manifests in other aspects of our lives. So whatever it is that's led to this, to you feeling like this, you know, it's going to come back. I do believe that, you know, you just need to stand your ground with it, that, you know, there is a more positive you know, energy coming towards you, which is gonna allow you to obviously deal with this energy. You know, no matter how much an Emperor is an Emperor, if he's not complying with, you know, the values that you adhere to and that you believe in, then, you know, you need to make sure that they're aware of that. So you need to stay true to your values. This energy will either work its way towards you in a manner that suits you and is of benefit to you, or it will just, it won't, and in which case it's not meant for you. In fact, I was only saying just before to another one of the signs, you know, what's meant for you doesn't pass you by. So, you know, this is never an energy to sit in for very long, Scorpio, and I'm pretty sure you won't, judging by the fact that you've got this coming towards you, which is beautiful, really. And like I say, in your outcome, you've got the Two of Cups. So either way that you look at this, no matter how you're feeling right now, there is a very positive outcome for this, which is, you know, it's a brilliant note to end on for the month of October. So it may have started off pretty rubbish, you know, and it may be where you are right now, and big hugs to you if you are, because it's not pleasant. We've all been there in some fashion or another, but you know what, it's just compounded by goodness. It's just going to work out so much better for you. It really will. You know, you've just got to keep your values and your ethics in place, and it will work out for the best. And that's the advice in order to get the outcome that is going to be most beneficial for you, Scorpio. So I hope that's made some sense. I hope that's resonated for you, and I hope that October is a fantastic month for you guys, and I will see you again. Take care.